In Midtown Manhattan early this morning, 50-year-old Brian Thompson, the CEO of UnitedHealthcare, was shot and killed in what appears at this early stage of our investigation to be a brazen targeted attack. This does not appear to be a random act of violence. The victim was in New York City to speak at an investor conference. It appears a suspect was lying in wait for several minutes, and as the victim was walking to the conference hotel, the suspect approached from behind and fired several rounds, striking the victim at least once in the back and at least once in the right calf. Many people passed the suspect, but he appeared to wait for his intended target. The suspect fled first on foot, then on an e-bike, and was last seen in Central Park on Center Drive early this morning. The victim was removed to Roosevelt Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. We have been in touch with his family, his friends, and his colleagues, and they are very much in our thoughts and prayers. At this hour, the full investigative efforts of the New York City Police Department are well underway, and we will not rest until we identify and apprehend the shooter in this case. What we know is that the shooter arrived at the location on foot about 5 minutes prior to the victim's arrival. He stood alongside the building line as numerous other people and pedestrians passed him by. From video, we see the victim walking alone towards the Hilton after exiting his hotel across the street. We believe the victim was headed to the Hilton Hotel to attend the United Health Group Investors Conference that was scheduled to start at 8 a.m. The shooter appears to be a light-skinned male wearing a light brown or cream-colored jacket, a black face mask, black and white sneakers, and a very distinctive gray backpack. The shooter steps onto the sidewalk from behind a car, ignores numerous other pedestrians, approaches the victim from behind, and shoots him in the back. The shooter then walks toward the victim and continues to shoot. It appears that the gun malfunctions as he clears the jam and begins to fire again. The shooter then flees on foot northbound into an alleyway between 54th Street and 55th Street. Once at West 55th Street, the shooter continues to walk westbound on Avenue of the Americas, where he gets onto an electric e-bike and rides northbound on the Avenue of the Americas towards Central Park. At the scene, we recovered 3 live 9mm rounds and 3 discharged 9mm shell casings. The motive for this murder is currently unknown, but based on the evidence we have so far, it does appear that the victim was specifically targeted. However, at this point, we do not know why. As stated earlier, we are reaching out to law enforcement in Minnesota and interviewing his co-workers and family members to see if there have been any specific threats against him in the past. As far as who he was with in the hotel, we are conducting a search warrant in his hotel room that might lead us to more information. The mayor mentioned there was evidence recovered at the scene, indicating this was not a random event. By looking at the gun, it appears there might have been a silencer. Was there a silencer on the gun? And does this suggest it was premeditated by someone experienced with firearms who might have been a professional? Once again, we won't know until we complete our investigation and identify the shooter or recover the firearm. From the video, we see a glimpse of the gun, but we're not able to confirm whether or not a silencer was used from that brief footage. This will be part of our ongoing investigation. There was also a cell phone recovered in the alleyway. We will process it forensically to determine if it is connected to this shooting. Let me know if you need further edits or formatting.